Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, The Sleepy Kingdom of Cats. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Dinner time in my house is always a grand event, especially if you ask my cats. The moment I step into the kitchen, it feels as though I've just announced the opening ceremony of a royal banquet. They gather around me with tails high, eyes wide, and their little meows forming a chorus of impatient demands. I imagine myself as a chef in a five-star restaurant. Only my customers are tiny, furry dictators who refuse to wait politely. As I scoop food into their bowls, each cat tries their best to sneak the first bite. Henry, the bold one, sticks his head into the bowl before I can even set it down. Luna, the elegant lady, sits with an air of refined impatience, flicking her tail as if to remind me that royalty should always be served first. And of course, Ben and Bun, the mischievous twins, playfully chase each other around the room until I finally place their bowls in front of them. The sound of crunching fills the air like the background music of a cozy cafe. Watching them eat is oddly satisfying. Tiny jaws moving in sync, ears twitching happily, and the occasional push when one dares to sniff another's food. By the time they finish, the floor looks like a battlefield of scattered crumbs, but their satisfied faces are worth every second of cleanup. No evening in my house ends with just dinner. After their feast, my cats demand entertainment. This is where I transform into their personal circus performer, equipped with feather toys, bouncing balls, and endless patience. With a single wave of the feather wand, the living room turns into a miniature stadium filled with excitement and chaos. Henry leaps into the air like a lion practicing for a National Geographic documentary, only to land clumsily and pretend nothing happened. Luna prefers elegance, swatting at the toy with careful precision, as if she were performing ballet. Meanwhile, Ben and Bun treat the entire scene like a comedy show. They run so fast that they bump into each other, tumble across the floor, and get back up as though nothing ever happened. Their little accidents are not accidents at all. They're just slapstick comedians in fur coats. I laugh until my stomach hurts, yet they seem to take it all very seriously. To them, this is not just play. It's training, hunting practice, and most importantly, quality time with their human. And I must admit, even after a long day, their joy is contagious. Who needs a gym membership when your cats make you run around the living room like a marathon runner just to keep up with them? The play session usually ends when they start to slow down. Their movements become lazier, their eyes half closed, and their leaps shorter. It's as though the battery inside each of them is running low at the same time. That's when I know it's time for the final act of the night. As soon as the toys are put away, my cats begin their nightly migration to their chosen thrones. It's fascinating how each one has a favorite sleeping spot, almost like knights claiming their own castles in a fantasy kingdom. Henry, true to his bold personality, always claims the softest pillow on my bed. He sprawls out like a king, belly up, taking up more space than seems physically possible for a creature his size. Luna prefers the high shelf near the window, where she can fall asleep watching the stars like a dreamy poet. Ben curls up inside a basket of blankets, as if he were guarding hidden treasure, while Bun chooses the armchair, sinking into the cushions like a tiny loaf of bread. The house grows quiet. The only sounds are their steady purrs and the occasional twitch of a paw as they dream of adventures I can only imagine. Maybe they're chasing butterflies in a meadow, or perhaps ruling kingdoms made entirely of tuna. Whatever their dreams, the sight of them sleeping so peacefully fills my heart with warmth. I tiptoe around the house, careful not to disturb the little rulers of the sleepy kingdom. Their calmness after the chaos of play reminds me that life, too, has its rhythm, moments of energy followed by moments of rest. It's in these quiet hours that I realize how much joy they bring to my everyday life. And so, each night ends the same way. My cats in their favorite places, sleeping soundly, and me watching them with a smile. It's a simple ritual, yet it feels magical every single time. Life often feels like the rhythm of my cat's evening routine. First, the busyness of dinner, then the excitement of play, and finally, the calm of restful sleep. In many ways, we humans are not so different. We spend our days juggling responsibilities, chasing goals, and sometimes stumbling through challenges like bin and bun colliding mid-run. Yet, just as my cats know when to pause and retreat to their favorite cozy spots, we too must learn to honor the balance between activity and rest. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to glorify constant productivity while neglecting the importance of relaxation. However, true well-being comes from respecting both sides, working with energy and resting with intention. When we allow ourselves time to slow down, whether by reading, meditating, or simply lying on the couch, we recharge not just our bodies but also our minds. My cats remind me that rest is not laziness. It's part of the natural cycle of life, the fuel that allows us to leap again tomorrow. So perhaps the best advice we can take from the sleepy kingdom of cats is this: find your favorite spot, guard it like treasure, and never feel guilty for enjoying the peace it gives you.